Hi, I'm John. This is my show, A Sports Reckoning. So, since the whole sports car community basically is talking about this Beckett thing that's going on right now, so it's like one of those things. I had to watch a few videos because one of the things I'm trying to see if anybody has any original thoughts. If anybody actually has any creative ideas. And they don't. They're a bunch of bitch-ass losers and shit, right? Fucking idiot morons and shit, right? Now look at, here's a Neo and Filmington, right? Now, there's in the if you look at like from the lens of like society member, productive member of society, whatever, you know, like that. Okay, both of these guys are far more like respectable pillars of their communities. Like they've achieved things. They went to school. They're far more educated than I am. They're far more successful financially and accomplished in their careers. Far much more than I am. I'm the loser idiot. You know, there's no doubt about that, right? And so, like, I don't mind saying that. Yeah, well, people would project on me that I'm the loser idiot and stuff. So fine, I don't care. I'll be the loser idiot and shit, right? But because it's like, okay, well, challenge me verbally and shit, right? You get into a competition with me and stuff, and it's like, I'll show you my opinion. I've got good opinions. I actually understand the process of developing things and how to create things and shit, right? I've actually got good ideas. And so that's what I'm going to show you here. Filmington, now like I didn't watch all this video, and I haven't seen all of the videos that are out there, so I don't know all of the ideas that are being kicked around. But generally from what I see, everybody has the same, they're all making the same videos, it's all the same conversations, all the same opinions. I mean, the variance between them is so insignificant that it's all the same. Right? So I'm just going to assume they're all just the same, and I'm going to show you what the difference is between me and these idiots and shit, right? So, this isn't a Filmington here, he's going to be talking.
Either way, like, this is a Hail Mary. Like, the most simple way to look at this was they're backed into a corner. They're going to fail. They were desperate. This is the most bold move they could make with this.
So just right there, this is the most bold, that's the line. That's like, this is the most bold move they could make, right? And so like, that's what I'm saying. You always get these people who are totally failing and shit, right? And they say, well, we tried everything. And when they say that, it's like, you guys didn't try anything. You never did anything. You never tried anything. You never did anything. You never nothing. And it's like let me give you an example of that. It's like they're doing this like this gender reassignment surgery stuff. And it's like, okay, well, did you let that child smoke marijuana for a week before you did that to them? And then they're like, oh, this is the only option. That's your only option? That's like the last fucking resort. Okay? And it's like, look at all the pharmaceutical drugs that you guys will put them on. You'll give them all kinds of drugs. They'll put them all kinds of shit. But did you let them smoke marijuana for a week and let them see how that felt? Did you give them that option? The drug that we know is not going to kill them, that we know that's not toxic, that we know is not really harmful, the one drug that we know that doesn't have all the fucked up side effects and all the chemicals, all the crazy shit. Did you let them smoke some weed for a week? No. You guys never tried anything. They always say, we tried everything. All we got to do now, we got to switch their fucking sexuality. And it's like, goddamn, you guys, you tried everything. And then so you had to go there because that was your last resort. Come on. That's their first resort. That's what they're doing. Right? And so that's what I'm saying. With Filmington, when these words come out of these motherfuckers' heads and shit, oh, this was a fucking Hail Mary pass and shit. And it's all this shit like, they didn't really have anything else to do and there's no other choice or whatever. It's like, you guys are idiots. You don't have any idea of anything. You got no fucking, you're just bitching. Bunch of bitches.
You know, their Friday plan to change the scale like the way they wanted to. Either way, all paths lead to them closing down in 1 to 3 years.
Okay. So I think you're saying in my opinion.
My opinion.
Okay. Okay, so, and now maybe that's true, because when you get idiots that are running companies, yeah, they're idiots. And you can see, it's like, before you go on the attack, look at Beckett. Beckett is a better grading company than PSA. Beckett is a better slab than PSA. And their company's not, their cards are, their slabs are not as valued as PSA. Because PSA falsely puts tins all over their slabs that are not fucking tins. Because I ask you a simple question, because what this thing came out of the Beckett, this is one of the things when people talk about stuff, right? If you had a Beckett slab with 3 tins and a 9, because that's the thing of what I was understanding from this new scale of what they're doing, is that they're saying if there's any 9, if there's a 9 in a subgrade, that the card can't be a 10, right? But we know that PSA does not adhere to that. We know that PSA is putting cards that are so drastically off-centered that we know that the centering cannot be above a 9. I've seen it a million fucking times. A million times. And everybody in the community, this is a very well-known thing that everybody says, oh, well, send it to PSA because they're more lenient on centering. Oh, okay. So you're telling me that cards that are not 10s, that they're grading as 10s. So if I was Beckett, I would go on the attack. I would attack PSA, and I would show that their 10s are not 10s. They're not 10s. They're grading, they're lying to you. It's fraud. I'd call them fraud. I would say they're not fucking 10s. Those are not 10s, because how can you put a judgment on a card that has 9 centering? How could that ever equal up to a 10? How, you know? So that's like the thing, is like the technicality. I have to get the technicalities to actually put forth, to actually do it and be proper and everything. I would have to have all the technicalities, which I'm not doing. I'm just putting the hypotheses here real quick, making a quick little video and shit, just giving some examples and shit, right? Because you people don't give any fucking examples and shit, right? So me, first of all, I would go on the attack against PSA. I would blast their 10s, saying that they're not 10s, that they're frauds, that they're misleading the community. They're what's the right word? They're just it's like frauding, but there's some other word I was trying to think of. But they're manipulating the community to fool the whole population, to make them think that their fucking cards are 10s when they can't be 10s, because we know that the centering is 9. The centering can't be above 9, because I've seen these fucked up centering on PSA. And I would come out and I would say, and so this is what I would do then with Beckett. I would adjust the scale where I would say, we're going to adjust our card scale, the grading system, on eye appeal. We're going to use eye appeal now as a new standard of a scale, and we're going to judge the centering and the surface harder than we judge the corners and the edges. Completely new fucking theory that's taken place, but that's what matters, because we care about the surface. We don't want fucking scratches. We don't want dimples. There's shit like that. We want the surface to be clean. We want the centering. If the card is centered and the surface is clean, and the corners are relatively sharp and one little soft corner, I don't care. Edges, I don't give a fuck about your stupid, as long as it's not chipping, like with the PMGs where it's actually chipping off. That's a different thing. We're talking about just clean edges. It's not that as important. That is not as important to the eye appeal. The eye appeal is centering in the fucking surface. So we judge those things, and so we say that in order for a card to be a 10, the eye appeal and the surface need to grade higher. It's something like that. We need to change it up, and we need to create the grading based upon what is the real perception of the card, because the perception of the card is created from the eye appeal. And then you link the grade to the eye appeal. That's a revolutionary fucking process of what needs to be implemented, because the corners and the edges are not as important. So why should we grade the scale? Why should they hold the same value of the value of a card as the eye appeal? Why should they hold the same value of a grade as the other ones that actually affect the eye appeal, which is the actual value of the fucking card, right? So change it. Completely change this grading, revolutionize it, take it to the fucking next century, be advanced. And what you do is, as you do this, you go in and you show that our new grading scale is the advanced one. We're the future. PSA is garbage. They've been frauding you the whole time. And then you attack Nat Turner, because on that video when Nat Turner had that card with that extra little piece of the little piece that was on that card with the basketball court, that I guess with Michael Jordan, I think it was. And it was graded as a 10, and that was a big thing in the community, so all you people should know about that instant, right? And so I didn't care about that. That wasn't that big a deal to me. The community made a big deal about that. Wasn't a big deal. But then what happened was Nat Turner came back out, and he said, basically, Nat Turner said, fuck all of you stupid motherfuckers who think that you... He said this. Nat Turner basically said, fuck all of you card collectors out there who think that you can grade cards. You're not PSA. You can't grade a fucking card. You're not PSA. Nat Turner said that. He said that. I would bury his ass. I'd bury his ass. I would go on the attack. I would attack PSA slabs as their grades was fraudulent. I would attack their slabs as being low grade, thin, cheap fucking plastic that's not fucking quality, that's not going to last through time. You can't clean those fucking slabs. Like, if you take that stuff that you clean, like the car lens and shit, right? You take that shit and clean a BGS slab, it's perfect. It doesn't fuck it up. It doesn't do anything to it. If you take that shit and put it on a PSA slab, it puts these stains all over the fucking slab. It ruins it. You can take the scratches off as long as you're willing to deal with the stains it puts all over the slab. The fucking slab is garbage. The grade is garbage. The slab is garbage. The owner of the company is a pompous elite billionaire bullshit motherfucker who does not connect with the population. I would destroy that motherfucker. Go get them. Pump their fucking asses. Get into a fight with these losers because they ain't gonna fucking deal with me. Beckett is pussy ass bitch weak ass shit. Beckett, you're the fucking Tyson here. You're the Tyson. We don't bow down to nobody. You go knock these motherfuckers out. You're a one fucking first round knockout artist. Go demolish them. You're the god. Do your fucking job. Fucking idiots. You guys don't know how to do shit. So now here's the thing of what Beckett needs to do. What does the fucking sports card community need? What the sports card community needs is satellite grading fucking stores in every fucking large city in the country. That's what they need. I don't want to send my fucking cards in through the mail to the grading thing. I want to deliver them in hand in person to a satellite fucking office somewhere near my town. That's what I want. So Beckett needs to open up Beckett Cards and Grading stores. Beckett Cards and Grading. That's what their store should be. Beckett Cards and Grading. And they can open up one store. Every big city, you open up like a little satellite store in the mall. And in that store, what you do, it's not full grading Beckett. What it is it's a different level of Beckett. What this is they would offer like a 2-week service. This is the other thing. You got to revolutionize it to make it where this is a 2-week service at an affordable fee. And it's right here in your town where you hand deliver your fucking card and you go pick it up in person and shit, right? And then this is the revolutionary. We're gonna revolutionize this shit, right? So what you do is that the card shop would sell. Okay, so the card shop would sell Pokemon and all of what's the word? The fundamental, what's the right word? The flagship. All of the flagship sports card products, right? It would sell all of that stuff in there, right? So you would have all that stuff, you pull a card, you get it graded right there on the spot, you know? And the Beckett there would only grade like Pokemon and the flagship sports card stuff. They would grade the stuff that's graded the most. So that shop would just grade those kind of, like they might not even grade like the patch cards, memorabilia cards. Those you have to send to the Beckett operation. But you could hand deliver them to the shop there, and then they would ship them to the office for you. And I would still rather do it that way, because once they're there, now they're insured. Once you've hand delivered it to Beckett, it's all documented. Now everything's insured. You're covered. You know they've got it. They've got your cards. If something goes wrong, they're going to pay for it. Everything's covered and shit, right? A massive beneficial fucking offering for the public and shit, right? But so then this is the revolutionary thing of what they do. In those shops, they also offer these benefits for local card traders to be able to search through each other's card collections, so you can do these trade nights, so that you can search through the population in the town. You create a website that allows the people to upload their cards that are uploaded for sale or for trade, because these are all graded cards. Or they're all cards. They're all loose cards. They're not cards that are in boxes, so there is no competition with the store. So the store is not selling graded slabs. The store is not selling anything except boxes. So you're in no competition. So offer the store as an outlet to allow these people to buy, sell, and trade from themselves. And then all the cards that they're going to do now, they're going to take them and have them get them graded by Beckett, because that shop is going to be offering them everything that they need. That's how you do it. If there's a shop in town, it's Beckett, and you're going to tell me, and then that shop also offers like a trade night kind of thing, and they offer a connection within the town where you can meet the people and buy and sell and trade within your town, so you can cut out fucking eBay. Cut that shit out too. Cut those motherfuckers off. It's like, come on. That's what I'm saying. Filmington's like, oh, they've tried everything. What do you mean? They haven't tried anything. There is no revolutionary idea here that actually adheres to the actual feelings and concerns of the fucking population of the sports card community. Like, why is a fucking edge grade as significant as centering? Why do the grading companies value that the same? Because we don't. We don't do that, so why should they do it then? They need to adjust to how it actually takes place. We buy cards based upon the eye appeal. We look at the grade, but then we judge it ourselves on eye appeal, which fucking Nat Turner said we can't do, and we all know that we do that because we cannot trust a fucking... Is there anybody... This is the whole thing of the whole... This is the sale. Is there anybody out there that trusts that a PSA 10 is a PSA 10? Because it says a 10, do you trust? Is there anybody? I don't. Any of you? Is there anyone? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And that's what I would do if I was Beckett. I'd straight come out and I would say, PSA 10s are not a 10. Is there anybody out there that thinks that a PSA 10 is a 10? Now, you might be able to sell. You think that you can get the price for it because that's what you're doing, and that's how they're destroying the hobby. They're fucking overpricing cards that are not of the quality grade of which they're selling them at. I would destroy that as the hobby, and I would say, like with the Jeff Wilson, you ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit. Jeff Wilson, PSA, Nat Turner, you ruin the hobby I love with your bullshit. That's how you get them. Go after them. You guys are weak, fucking, pathetic bitches sitting here. Oh, what are we going to do? Oh, dear. They're going to change the subgrading standards. Oh, dearest me. What shall I do? Oh. You guys come up with no creative fucking solutions. You don't actually tell them what you actually want. What the fucking population of the card community actually needs. They need satellite grading companies in every big city so we don't have to fucking send our cards in the mail hoping that they arrive to your fucking office in proper fucking condition. We don't want that. I don't want to send my fucking cards off to eBay and have them jack me for fucking 13% of my fucking profit when I could fucking take 5% off and sell it to a guy in the fucking town, right here in my town. And not have to wait for delivery because we go hand deliver it. Done deal, boom. That's what we want. That's what Beckett can offer. That's what they can do. They've got the power to pull this shit off. But it must be like you dumb, educated motherfuckers who actually don't know how to fucking create business. You don't have creative solutions. Because you're all educated fucking morons.